Hey guys, what's up? It's Jake, or SMP Hockey 5 here today, with the gameplay domination on Nuketown, where I go 103-2. Playing with a couple of my friends, Warriors Pretend, aka Travis, and Resin, aka Tyler. So, it's pretty good gameplay. One of my best gameplays I've probably ever gotten, especially in this game. And my perks, I'll run through my setup here really quick. My perks are Flak Jacket Pro, Hardened Pro, and Tac Mask Pro. The gun I'm using is the G11 with no attachments, smoke grenades, tac insert, and frag grenades. So that's my loadout, and I believe I have an RPG on my back, but I don't use it. So that's pretty cool, and it's a pretty quick game. I mean, it's about 9 minutes. Our team absolutely goes to work on these kids. None of them are very good. I'll tell you right now up front that only one of them was even prestiged at all, and I think it was second or maybe third. So all of them basically were non-prestigers. And as I turn on that kid, get poked on. Leafs rule, Leafs suck. And that brings me into my next part of the topic, which I'm going to be talking about the Stanley Cup playoffs. Hockey, yes. It's playoff time here in hockey, so I'm going to bring you guys a little bit of a talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs here, but that'll be later. Quick update on my channel. I've been wanting to upload lately, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been busy, the weather's been awesome, I've just been chilling outside, it's been great. And I did upload a NHL 13 gameplay. It's like a comeback win against Colorado. I don't know if any of you guys really care about that though. I just upload it because I don't know, I just upload what I want to upload, so I'm just uploading that to be cool, because I think that game is pretty awesome. I'm really loving NHL. So again, these guys are pretty bad, so 103-2, it's really good in my opinion. It's probably my best gameplay, as I said, and I do really well, and that's one of my deaths right there. So one of my deaths came early in this game, and that was basically my only player death, I'll tell you that right now. You'll see how I die, which is really retarded. I'm still pissed. I mean, it's stupid how I die. It should have been 103-1, which that would have been amazing, but 103-2 nevertheless is good. And I also used the AUG suppressed throughout the rest of this game because I run out of G11 ammo, so kind of a mixture of guns that I use. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I want to talk about as far as the game goes. So what I want to talk about now is the Stanley Cup playoffs. So I know probably not many of you really care about that, but I'll just let you in on a little info about it and such. And I really love hockey. It's my sport, and that's basically the only sport I play. Besides fishing, I don't know if you count fishing as a sport. Probably not, because anybody who fishes, there's a lot of good fishermen out there that are pretty damn fat. So not hating on fat people. I'm just saying that fishing does not take a lot of athleticism, but I still love the sport. If you want to call it a sport, I still love the activity, if you want to call it an activity. So I'm going to talk about the playoffs. So, first of all, you guys got to figure out how the playoffs even work to start with. So, there's 30 teams total in the NHL, the National Hockey League. There's 30 teams, right? 15 in each conference. So, Eastern Conference and a Western Conference, it's divided up by regions. Regions of the U.S., Canada, because that's the National Hockey League that makes up U.S. and Canadian teams. So, 15 in each conference. Minnesota here, and Minnesota, we are in the Western Conference. And so that's basically how it's split up. And the seeding, the first 8 teams, top 8 teams from each conference, East and West, get to go to the playoffs. So it's the top 16 teams, basically. And on the Minnesota Wild, they ended up making the 8th seed. They barely squeezed it out, man. They barely made it. So, and they had to win their last game of the season in order to even make it to the freaking playoffs. So they started out really great this year. They ended up, playing shitty throughout the month of April. So they fell back, and Columbus almost came up and took their spot. So it's good that they made it. They should have been higher. They could have been like 3rd or maybe 4th or 5th. They could have been the top ones. And the top 4 teams of each conference, top 4 out of 8. I know this is kind of confusing, I'm sorry, but It's really not when you think about it and you lived hockey. But the top 4 teams get home ice advantage, which means they get 1 more game played then on their home ice than the other team. So it's the best of 7, which I should probably explain this earlier, but it's the best of 7, which means that the first team to win 4 games wins the series. So you could sweep the team, go 4-0, win 4 straight, or you could win 4 games and have the other team win 3 games and you win. So it can take a long time or it can take a really short amount of time. And I already made this commentary about the same gameplay earlier, but I had made a mistake on it. I guess, you could hear like the echoing, so I redid it. But I talked about how, the Vancouver Canucks weren't probably going to win, and I was right. They got swept, so they lost 4 straight games to the San Jose Sharks. As I get a sick-ass wall bang right there. Hardened pro man, really underrated. But anyways, yeah, it was really unfortunate, because I wanted the Canucks to win, but I guess they got swept, so whatever. And the Wild, which is obviously the team that I want to win the whole Stanley Cup, they are down 3-1 in this series, so if they lose 1 more game, they're out. So they have to win 3 straight in order to win the series against the Chicago Blackhawks, who are the first seed, so it's going to be tough. So, yeah, and the seeding works like, most professional sports. It goes 1-8 against each other, 2-7, 3-6, and 4-5. That's how the seeding works, and that's how the teams are decided. And it just goes from there until there's 2 teams left, and they're playing the Stanley Cup Finals. So, but I was watching the game, and the XL Energy Center, where the Wild play was just going nuts, man. We haven't been in the playoffs for 6 years, so it's pretty sick that we finally made it back, even though we're probably going to get eliminated by the Chicago Blackhawks. But, it is what it is. I don't really care. I mean, they still made it, right? So, I'm happy about that. So, the team that I want to win, I guess now, because Minnesota Wild have a slim chance, and Vancouver Canucks are already out. The team I really want to win now is actually the St. Louis Blues, and there's a reason for this. I'll explain it. There's a guy on that team named David Backus. He's actually the captain of the St. Louis Blues, and he actually went to Spring Lake Park, the school that I go to. He was actually a student there. He grew up in Spring Lake Park, and he's played here for high school hockey, where I currently play. So that's pretty sick. So basically, the reason why I want him to win it is not only because he went to our school, but because if he wins the cup, every player on the team gets to bring the cup home for a day. So he'll get to bring the Stanley Cup back, and most likely bring it back to the high school team, and we'll get to see the Stanley Cup in person if St. Louis wins, because every person on the winning Stanley Cup team gets to bring the cup home for a day and gets to show it to all their family and friends and past hockey teammates and stuff. So that's pretty sick. That would be awesome, but they have to obviously win first. So they're tied with the Los Angeles Kings right now in the series 2-2. So, if they don't win, I don't really care, but that would be awesome. That's the team I'm really rooting for, St. Louis Blues, because David Backus went to our school, so that's pretty sick. And, oh yeah, I died already, didn't I? Yeah, I forgot to talk about that, but I died in the house, so I ended up dying while I was not even, I was in the gunship. I ended up dying in the gunship, and that's what caused me to die, which is retarded, but I had no control over it. But let's go put bullshit, man. And that's the end of the game. So thanks guys for watching. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my channel and the Stanley Cup playoffs and all that. Pretty normal commentary. So again, 103-2, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Peace.